You had mentioned earlier about the intended parent and the surrogates support system. Can you explain a little bit more why that is so important in the evaluation process?
It is so important because the support system is one of the most important factor in surrogacy. Imagine before the people have to go through chose the surrogacy route, what they have been through already all those years, right? No one goes through this process alone. Even though one person carry pregnancy, the emotional and physical impact involves the whole environment. We assess whether support is stable, reliable, and emotionally available. And it's not necessary only from the patient's family, but the agency that they are working with is so important as well. Like, are you ready to support your client? Like, we are supporting your client, but are you with me? Right? Like sometimes, like as you can see, like sometimes we have client that's a great gestational carrier, but there's just some small little piece that we felt like she need additional support. Is the agency on board with us to support this person to be successful together, right? And we also, I said, like we also consider, I kept talking about this because I encounter this a lot. Like cultural differences is huge. In some culture, be using surrogacy is not acceptable. It have to be a secret, and family is deeply involved. Why? In others, people are more independent. What matters is not type of support, but whether it is strong enough to help the person through both expected and unexpected challenges. And it take a whole team, like us mental health provider, you agencies and client, the whole team have to come together, and their family, the support system, to get through this emotional taxing journey.
That makes perfect sense. And I'm glad you mentioned the different players that have to be supportive, because it's true. It's not just somebody's closest friend or parent or sister. It really is all of us coming together to make sure that these families are well supported.
Right, exactly. It is a long journey. It is like I'm not sure if I have mentioned to you I was born through surrogacy myself, and I understand what my mother go through is it take the entire village to make this happen, and that is impact the way we program our surrogacy differently. That's why PECGNA provide follow-up care without additional fees, because I don't want that to be a barrier, because you've been in this field longer than I do. You know that when something is gonna go wrong, it usually doesn't happen during the evaluation. Everyone is so optimistic. I'm gonna be good, I'm gonna be okay. Things gonna go wrong. It's happening in the middle toward the end. And that's why we want to make sure that us, PECGNA, and your team are together throughout the journey. We don't talk about cost anymore. We'll talk about human. We'll talk about care and compassion. We want them to get through this.
Because this is the most human process I've ever seen in my life. So you're exactly right. So that's incredible that you're able to evaluate and find those support systems and grow them for these families.
Right. And we, continue to build new programs, for them along the way. For example, like PECGNA is preparing to release, a guided meditation program virtually for not only for the patients, but for agency employee as well. Because if you are strong, then I'm strong. If you stress, then you make me stress too. So we'll like to create different program, because mindfulness is really an empirical research proven to be effective for anxiety, better for. I started with my own PECGNA staff, and I felt like if my staff need it, your staff maybe need it too. You can turn off your camera. I have like been connected with a a very professional yoga mindfulness coach, and I'm excited to release that program. And as I said, like, I don't want to cost to be barrier, and I just want to make sure that gestational care is especially really hard to find, and for someone to be willing to go through that pain for another family, I want to make sure that we take care of them, that they have a positive experience out of it, that they really feel valued, that they don't feel like they're just lending room or like here for money. They deserve respect. They deserve to feel like they are a real life hero.
Absolutely. And like always, PECGNA is going over and above, going the next extra mile for everyone that's involved. So well done.
Of course, we are dedicated this love to my own mother who been through it herself.
So, it hasn't been very long since we've gotten out of COVID, and everything changed in our world with telehealth. Can you tell me how telehealth has changed the surrogacy evaluations?
Well, first of all, you have to use the right telehealth software. It must be HIPAA compliance, especially if you are in the United States. Start with protection first. Don't want to get sued, right? But telehealth allow us to provide the same clinical evaluation in a more accessible way. It's actually, there are empirical research study actually showing that doing some psychological evaluation via telehealth actually get a more accurate test result, because the person get to be in an environment where they are familiar with, so they feel more comfortable to talk to you, right? And at PECGNA, we of course use a secure video sessions, conduct the same structured clinical interview, and use a validated protocol. When appropriate, we may have to adapt, but the key point here, like, you need to know how to use the digital versions of that protocol, because it's different. You really need to get trained into using it. And in many cases, telehealth actually improve access and cut down the waiting list. I'm not sure if you have noticed, since telehealth, we are able to schedule clients in and out very fast, and doesn't matter where they are in the world. And it's also help improve the experiences overall. The surrogate or the internet parent don't have to drive a few hours to go see a psychologist if they are in somewhere that far away. They can just be at their own home, and it's make things go faster and make the journey happen faster, make the family of their dream happen faster overall. It's come with the risk though. You have to understand telehealth has a lot of benefit, but it also comes with the risk, and you have to make sure that you go over that during the informed consent. There always a chance when you are doing something online that like cyber security attack hopefully not happen, but there always a chance. But we just use HIPAA compliance platform. We do our best to protect our client in every way we can, following the APA guidelines. And what's the matter is not the format, but the quality of the clinical assessment and connection we built together during the evaluation.
Wow, that's really thorough. And I think you're right. We all feel more comfortable in our own chairs, in our own homes, and we can be ourselves more than if we're in a strange office that we just had to drive 2 hours to get to. So I love telehealth. I think it's a great idea.
Save energy for all parties. They already have to go through medical procedure, so many medical appointments. At least the mental health aspect of it should be stress-free for mental health.